So I left off yesterday finishing number 5, and today we're going to do our days in Telos. So it's going to talk the questions around what kind of a day they have in Telos. And then in the following one is our governing system. So in Telos, what kind of governments and taxes and stuff. And then the building and technology. So our houses are, they're going to talk about the kinds of houses they have. Yeah, it's really cool for you to share that on videos, Danny, because like I say, when you have the knowledge, you can let go of beliefs. Like people believe they're going to save the earth. Nobody on this planet is saving the earth. But people always tell me, "Oh yeah, we're doing this and that, and we're going to help save the earth." And I'm like, "You will never save the earth because the Earth Mother herself is very ancient and intelligent, and she's got a lot of children." She has the trees we call the standing people. She has the rocks. She has all the different kinds of plants, and she's got, the four-legged animals that walk and the two-legged animals, and she's got the winged ones. She's got the furry ones. She's got the feathered. She's got the creepy crawler. She's got all kinds of things, and she doesn't want to wipe out mankind because she loves mankind. But she's going to shift and change, and she's going to roll, and she's going to bring in this new energy that's going to move her into the fifth dimension. No human being is doing that. Even if all of us, 8 billion, tried to do this, we couldn't. And the universe has been at this for a long time, preparing for this ascension energies and other things. And only now we're waking up to this reality. And when you free yourself from all of that, you stop trying to save people. You start focusing on, well, I want to be a part of that future. So I need to figure out and find things that I'm going to do that's going to get me there. And that's why I'm reading these books and that, trying to give you answers. And once you're able to do that, you can teach other people out there. And that's where you do the work. You do all these things and you start living and enjoying life. You start allowing spirits to come in and out. You start letting things change. You stop trying to be so in control of everything. Because the fifth dimension, none of us know what the fifth dimension is. And we're going to move into that reality and actually live there. The children are already prepared and born to be a part of that. So them being that way, all you can do is support them and find every way to do these things. And the support is important. That's why I'm like, who are the teachers of the children? I try to teach as many things as I can to adults, children, and everything else. Now you start getting to live, to enjoy, to, everything instead of being so stressed out in that. You get to manifest and create. You get to focus on your future, seeing what's there and manifesting and creating that. You get to wear energies and you start seeing how those energies, they affect you, how they shift and change. Like Cindy's wearing white today because in the Telos books it says today is the color white, and it has a certain flame and energy, and by using that you're giving permission for these future beings to come in and change you. That's why Sunday when I pray, I tell you to ask for all these different kinds of things. So I think it's nice to see something like that with Danny on the video being so excited and sharing this. And like, this is where I want more of you people to share and put things out there because you guys are in different parts of the world. I'm connecting with you guys, and you guys are taking it and using it and helping others. So I'm going to start the reading of this number 6, our day in Telos. Awakening to who we are. We are awake at this early hour of dawn as it spreads across the earth, carrying the sweet vigor of God's scent of hope and love to humanity. It is the time of birds awakening to the first rays of dawn and chirping in anticipation of the new day to begin. Just as you anticipate a new birth into the world of earth, to begin a new incarnation filled with hope, love for humanity, and to strive on your ever-widening path of evolution leading to the stars. In Telos, our day begins in meditation and prayer. I hope as we conceive and create the beauty around us and in our lives, we bring all we conceive to fruition as we to climb the path of evolution. The difference is our climb is in heightened consciousness, for we are aware of our conscious movements in a spiral of life. We evolve consciously. This is the difference between our civilizations. As more and more light envelops the surface of the earth, you will find yourself expanding dramatically and in conscious attunement with Mother Earth as she expands her consciousness to envelop all living things that reside on and in her body of light. Yes, she is all light, as you are all light, as all life is light in varying states of evolvement. It is this spiritual evolvement that is causing the confusion and the chaos on the earth plane, as those entities who are not prepared to evolve resist the energies that are pouring in. When light is resisted, then pain and confusion exists in the heart instead. So open your heart to the inpouring of light that is being given to you in the divine dispensation to dramatically bring all life up to the heavenly standard of love and light. We only feel love for our brothers and sisters on the surface. We understand your sacrifice and the endurance that is necessary to exist in surface conditions, but it won't always be as it is. You and all life is in the process of changing dramatically, as all life is changing its frequencies to light, pure light, white light, from the inner heart of God. This is the light that you already are made of, although most of you have forgotten. This is where I say you have to invite it, you have to want it, because it's a real truth. They won't force it on you. Your many hundreds of thousands of lifetimes are coming together and you are remembering. This is what awakening is all about. It is remembering who you are and where you came from and why you are here. You came from the higher dimensions with a vision and a dream. It is your dream that you are trying to remember. The dream of life, the dream of eternity that is eluding you. To remember, just focus on yourself and see yourself enveloped in white golden light of perfection and beauty, and know this is you. Know that you are beautiful beyond words and perfect beyond sight. Then bring this beauty and perfection into your vision and see yourself standing young and tall and serene and magnificent. For this picture is who you truly are in all your majesty of light. In Telos we see your light, we see our own light, and never lose sight of the immortality. It is our inner sight that is the key to opening the door to immortality, where we eternally dwell. Opening this door of vision will allow you to walk in a world of immortality and dwell there eternally with us as the brothers and sisters that we are. Sundays are leisure here in Telos. As we rest, relax, socialize together, we take long walks and hikes through the tunnel system. We love picnics and we eat outdoors where the weather is always perfect. Picnic weather. Our living conditions are ideal and we are thankful for all we have. We thank the earth and the stars and all planetary bodies for existing in such harmony and unity with one another, a perfect example for mankind to follow. We leave you for now and thank you for coming to me at this early hour of morning as the dawn spreads its wings across your skies. I am an early riser, so calling on me at this early hour is most perfect for us to communicate. We love you all with all our hearts, and soon our hearts will merge with yours as we merge from our hidden home beneath the earth. Question. All houses on the surface duplicate everything we use. Is it this way in Telos? In Telos, we share all that we have between households. We are a very integrated community and delighted in sharing our commodities with each other. This enables us to visit and to get together more often. The family isolations that you experience on the surface don't exist in Telos. We are one big extended family, borrowing and sharing all we have. For this truly is the way to good knowing, and each of us is truly one. Therefore, we strive to being loving and tolerant to all we come in contact with, no matter what the difference appears to be. For beneath the skin and in the core lies the light of God shining for all eyes to see. So it is the eyes of God we look through when viewing one another. It is the heart of God we feel through when caring for one another. For it is God's light that we see, and all in God's heart that we perceive. This gives us regular or great latitude. It gives us a great expanse in which to practice unconditional love, knowing that it will be returned many fold. So this is where on the earth we don't do that. We all take. And this is where the energy, when I ask God to send it to you, I just allow and open and let this energy flow. Hey, Katie. Hello, Joanne. And that's where as I'm just giving it. It doesn't belong to me. I have my own energy I need, but the energy you all need, I'm just going to allow the universe to radiate it to you all. We are fortunate to have reached this level of unconditional love, and we have spent many lifetimes practicing it. Now that we've achieved immortality and can live for hundreds and thousands of years, we have perfected our hearts and can radiate unconditional love constantly. And this is where we can't, because we open and close our hearts. Only certain people around us will open up and let the energy out, and then the rest of the time we keep it closed. This is one of the many bonuses of living a long life. What we perfect, we use, and what we use, we benefit from. We bring all our life accomplishments together to use to our advantage to further our evolvement. This is why it is important to achieve immortality. You then have to decide advantage of putting all your accomplishments to use so that you can truly experience a life of creativity and bliss. We know you all long for this kind of life, and we soon will be on the surface to show you the way. We will guide you and show you the path to bliss, where you can all walk, encumber again. We are all your brothers and sisters of light, and we love you. Next question. Is there a lot of celebrating in Telos? And it says, I greet you on this beautiful spring day of warmth and wonder. Spring is a time of the year that brings hope to all life on earth. It is a time of beauty that brings our sense of glorious heights of sight and smell. Flowers and trees shed their winter foliage and dress in their spring gowns of beauty and fragrant scents that are so pleasing. We also celebrate spring as a season for awakening to new life and the potentials of realizing new dreams and satisfying new desires. Spring is a harbinger of love, and in Telos it is a time when we openly display our love for each other in a myriad of ways. We are always celebrating here in Telos, for we believe in continuous celebrations of life, the continuous celebration of displaying our love for one another and our appreciation for each other for being a mirror to the soul. We celebrate holidays with our families and friends. We gather together in our house and we have feasts that give thanks to God for the abundance on earth and in earth. We come together often at intervals just to socialize and eat, to feast. Our feasts are full of many varied vegetables, dishes. Since we have eliminated meat from our diets, we dance, sing, and we have wondrous festivals in our homes beneath the earth. We are a very social and gregarious people, always wanting to be together and sharing life's joys, for joy is all we know and all we allow into our lives. Anything less than joy is just not in our mass consciousness. We wake up with love in our hearts and we go to sleep at night satisfied with our daily service of love to each other. You on the surface will soon learn to openly display your feelings of love for one another and to gaze directly into each other's eyes and see the soul behind the gaze and know that the soul and yours are one. And this is when they say you look into a person's eyes, you can see their soul. And it is a truth. Because they say the eyes are the doorway to the soul. I don't think TikTok is going to go at all. I think that was just something they're trying to stress people out about. I don't think that's a reality. But if we do go, we will be on Instagram. We may be on YouTube. So those are two other platforms. We bring our dreams to fruition during our lifespan of hundreds and thousands of years. So it is early evening here, and we begin our dinner with a prayer to God for the abundance we have found in the earth. Our earth is an ever provider, giving us unlimited amounts of riches from both below and above the ground. If you but know how to use the universal laws, our home life is similar to yours in many simple and diverse ways. We always give thanks at mealtime and always eat food with rich in nutrients and life force. We like to socialize after meals and often sing and dance together until dusk. When we go home to our own houses, we go to sleep early. We tend to rise at dawn. Our schedules vary as our interests differ. We choose our schedules according to our interests and needs. We are highly responsible when it comes to working. We arrange our own schedules to fit our lifestyles. Our lifestyles are challenging to us as we create our dreams during our waking hours, and we weave them into reality and watch them come true during our lifetime. And this is where I say you can learn how to meditate and dream and see the future and create it. We can easily do this since our lifetimes are long. We can bring many dreams to fruition during our lifespan of hundreds and thousands of years. We are inventive people by nature and experiment with life continuously as we evolve closer and closer to God. The closer we evolve to God, the more we experiment with life, and the more we experiment with and evolve, the more possibilities appear before us in an unending experience. Experience leads to growth, and growth leads to evolvement. So our lives are filled with challenges as we continue our evolvement underground. We are fortunate to be able to evolve in security and peace. And soon there is these two elements will uh, be prevalent on the earth, and you too will begin to make mighty strides in evolution. That's why everything is evolution. You have to want to evolve. That's what it's all about. People don't want to. They just sit there waiting for something to change their life. Even how to breathe, how to think, how to do anything. They just wait and wait and wait to be told how to do anything. All we dream, we create. In Telos, we grow all our own food using the water and sunlight from our earth. Our water is sparkling clear, pristine, and clean. Our sunlight is full spectrum of light, which nurtures and nourishes both plants and our bodies. We are all healthy and strong. We work hard caring for our environment, but what we term work is different from your definition. For our work encompass both joy and skills in carrying out our daily projects. We set aside a certain number of hours to complete our daily work chores and use the remainder to indulge in our hobbies and creativity. Creativity plays a large role in Telos as it is on an equal footing with the manual labor, for we believe in balancing life activities. We believe in participating in all we do with great joy and indulging our creativity by pursuing all we can by pursuing all opportunities. Through our long lifespans, we have all demonstrated that we can create just about everything that we could ever desire. We have demonstrated our various talents in many differences and diverse ways. We utilize all our talents, all our creativity, all our special skills for the benefit and welfare of all in Telos. Our lives are joyous. We spend a lot of time outdoors in the community. We spend a lot of time socializing and helping each other. We spend a lot of time visiting and training our youth to develop their talents and skills. We are a homogenized group, blending easily and well with one another to reap the fruits that life offers. And life offers a lot. Life offers all you could dream of. Life supplies all you could possibly want. The purpose of life is to dream, and in the dream we create all you've dreamed. Well, this is what we've learned to do. We've learned to create of the dream life, for we have kept our thoughts pure and in harmony with the Creator. Therefore, all we dream we create, and all we create we honor. For life is sacred, and all life's activities are sacred. All we put in our mind too we accomplish. The key to our success is the purity of our thoughts and our love for life. We know the conditions on the surface are in contrast to that environment in Telos, and yet it is possible for you to live beyond the density you feel on the surface. It is possible for you to fly above the discord and chaos by keeping your sight focused on the stars and your heart in tune with the melodies of the Creator. All of us in Telos are in readiness to receive visitors from the surface. We pray for the time when you can open our doors to all who has chosen to come here. For in truth, we are all brothers and sisters who have been separated by the earth's stratum. So whatever you are weary, just ask on your brothers and sisters in Telos and draw from us your strength. For we will soon be working alongside of you on the surface, guiding and showing you all that you can be. Question: do you have locks on your doors? We do not lock our doors at night, nor do we have a system of locks or bolts or people patrolling our streets. Indeed, it is very safe here in Telos, as we all know one another as children of God, so we don't need the devices and systems for protection that you have on the surface. When all mankind realizes that all humanity comes from the same source, that we, all brothers and sisters, then the need for protection devices all recede, and your streets will be safe again. Until that time, do keep your safety features intact, for there is danger on the surface that doesn't exist here in Telos. Spend time meditating in your homes and focusing on the light pouring into your form. That's why I say call in all these different rainbow colors and things when you meditate. You are all light beings here on this journey through life, stopping on the earth for but a brief moment in eternity. Soon we will be with you on the surface, helping and teaching you all that we know. With or without safety devices, you are all safe in the hands of God, whether you realize it or not. For in truth, nothing ever can help, or nothing can ever happen to you. For your soul is immortal, and you are on an eternal journey through life. So rest assured in your immortality and be at peace in your heart. I love you. Question: will I ever be able to live in Telos? Knowing that it is early morning here in Telos, as the light is gently creeping in, we awaken to the light of day just as you on the surface awaken to your light of day. We awaken to the same light of day in the light of the Creator that showers forth from the heavens above and below. For light truly comes from within, no matter where you are on the planet. Light is the great force of the Creator, and it is our attunement with the Creator that generates this great light force. Telos is no different from the surface. Our light is no brighter than your light, only that perhaps our hearts are open wider to the source of all of creation, and we acknowledge the source perhaps more consciously than you. So it is our conscious of where the light flows from that creates the difference. So speak in our lifestyles, but as humanity awakens more and more to the light, there will be more of the integration of our lifestyle. Since we are slowly surfacing now, bringing forth our fuller conscious to the Creator, all purposes for us all on the earth. The time is coming when our two great civilizations will merge, where all technology will be one peaceful technology of life-giving substance and holding together the fabric of form necessary to create and satisfy our needs. And so we look forward to this time when more of us will be able to live on the surface. Some of you will be able to live beneath the surface with us. We welcome this exchange. We pray for this time that soon is coming. You are all interested in coming to Telos at night during your sleep state. Just call on me before you go to sleep. request admission to Telos. I will receive you. You are all telepathic beings, so when you center your thoughts on me and call me, I hear you. Now this is for a certainty as our channel. This is just integrating this into her consciousness with a certainty. We leave you for now with the blessings from all of us here in Telos. So this next one is going to be on how their systems are governing. So they're like governments and the way they do things, and like trying to help us to understand some of the things that will change on the surface once we connect to this higher fifth dimension. Question: how is Telos governed? Know that in Telos we are governed by a council of 12 ascended masters. This is a magical number. 12 is a number of completion. So remember that 12, the number 12 is completion. Like I say, numbers have, when you understand what they mean, they're very, very powerful. All our councils operate on the basis of this number. We convene our councils in the regular basis according to the needs of our population. Sometimes special meetings are called to meet emergency situations that arise similar to the surface. All our people actively participate in our types of government on a rotating basis. This experience enables all to develop their leadership skills. Our council maintains the extraordinary capability of solving even the most complex of problems. Due to the wisdoms we have accumulated during our long lifespans, you too on the surface will begin to accumulate wisdom as you live longer and longer lives. Your tax system is fraudulent. As you know, there is no tax system in the subterranean cities or in the hollow earth. We are tax-free. Everything we need is generously given to us from the Mother Earth herself. It seems ludicrous to us to have to pay tax on fruit from our mother garden or grain from our fields, or that she yields what she yields so generously. We wonder at the reasonings behind taxing the foods that are supplied from the universal food banks, food baskets of abundance, and denying people their share. And like I say, all of this is created to just keep us trapped in fear. That's all it really is about. Here in Telos, all food and commodities are free and are freely given or bartered for. This way, everyone has everything they need to live a life where all necessities are met, which result in freedoms of time to live and develop our creativity. We don't think about money or tax, so our thoughts are free to roam the universe. And we're going more and more into a barter system. Everything on the planet is pushing people in that direction. In Telos, we go about business in a complete alignment with universal laws. We know that our tax system on the surface is fraudulent. Your tax system is fraudulent, so we don't participate in it. Epronaya. We don't ever tax anyone for anything. Our laws and regulations are direct from the Creator. It is the Creator that we answer to. There's no middleman in the way. We bring all our business concerns to our council, where we resolve conflicts individually and according to the law of the universal laws. This way, only justice is enacted, only justice results. We are very particular about our business connections and seek only those contracts which are aligned with universal law. There is no profit ever gained at the expense of another, for we are all that other, and by protecting others, we protect ourselves. We are saddened by the states of affair on the surface. We have become slaves to the corrupt system of usury. You have unwittingly given your power away and work long hours to pay debts that you don't really owe. We believe in democracy and the rights of all human beings to live in peace with abundance and in a system supported by justice for all. And that's truth. It's like we all gave away our human rights on this planet. We don't even have rights to the water. We don't have rights to anything, even to the air. They buy and sell the air. It's like crazy. We are free of income tax. We acknowledge your sovereignty and desire to be free of income tax. In Telos, we pay no tax, nor is such a thing ever considered. We are free people, each and every one of us, and equally responsible for economics of our society. Everything we need or use in exchange through our barter system. The system acts as an even exchange so that we can freely obtain and trade for whatever we need. This gives us great latitude and freedom in our exchange systems and makes bartering fun. No one is deprived of anything, nor is anything ever taken from us. We value our freedom above all else. We would never allow a system of taxation to exist, for it would deprive us of our inalienability right to life, liberty, and a pursuit of happiness. Sounds familiar? You on the surface have been duped by the government into believing that you have to pay taxes. Nothing is further from the truth, for in truth you establish your government so as not to be burdened by taxes. You are all free. You just don't know it. In Telos, all our goods have equal value, and we price things within a certain range so that they can be exchanged for a variety of items. All domestic items are made by us. We import only technology equipment when we need it, then return it when it is done. It isn't necessary for us to own everything we use, such as your custom on the surface. We share what we need, hence eliminating the factory production system, long hours of conveyor belt work. Our life is easy, providing all we need in half the work time. And that's a really, really big truth about taxation and everything. Like when the Europeans came over here, natives never had tax. They shared everything. They took care of one another all the time. They had a communist system, sort of like Telos, where everything was bartered and traded. If you went to a medicine man, you would bring him a horse. You'd bring him, if he needed blankets, you'd bring him food. Whatever it was, you would pay him. There's no medicine man in time that ever did anything for free because he has to live. And people that came to him brought him stuff. It's just like Edgar Casey when he was doing all of his healing work. People brought him chickens. They brought him all kinds of stuff, and he healed people all over the world, but he never became rich. But he had everything he ever needed. He always had enough to pay all his bills and everything. And the native system was a threat to the Europeans. And they had to create all these things, and natives had to be forced into it because natives didn't want to live that way. Same within Hawaii and a lot of places, in India and places all over the world, they were forced into the system. And now it's just an accepted thing, and people just live in fear of it. And it's like tax time is coming, and everybody's starting to go on afraid of the IRS, afraid of the Canadian government, and you're going to lose your business, you're going to go bankrupt, and every other thing. It's just insane. But we all live in this fear, and it's a truth. People like talking about being out of this system, but this barter system is bringing that. It's like even plants, everything, like people are going more and more into that. It's like we're going to not go to stores so much. We're going to start trading with one another. Like I have carpentry skills, I have plumbing skills. I have a lot of different kinds of skills. I can barter and trade with somebody. I also know stuff about herbs and about healing and about energy and about the future. I can also do things and clear people's energy and do stuff. So I have a lot to barter and trade. And this is where, when I do energy clearings, I need the resources to keep me going. I have to pay for things like everybody else. I can't eat blankets. I can't eat tobacco. And I can't pay for my gas with blankets or tobacco. I can't pay for my insurance with blankets and tobacco. That's ludicrous. And if you're an energy worker, you shouldn't feel bad and guilty about earning a living. Like I said, I know there's medicine men and people out there that charge $10,000 for a ceremony, and they pretend they're really, really spiritual. Oh, you can't ask for money. but they literally asked $10,000 to do a ceremony. It's like the Sundance leader I had. He had this big shopping list. If you went to him for a certain thing, oh, you had it for $500. Oh, this for $1,000. Oh, for this and that. And he had this list that he went down. And if you showed up and asked him for something, he would charge you. But yet, when he's at the Sundance or at the sweat lodges and that, he'd say, oh, you can't ask for money. I'm like, but you're always asking for money. If I go to you, you want me to pay you. It was like when I was in the Sundance and they teach you stories and things. They use stories and that. And the two leaders that were running the Sundance were charging people $500 to listen to a story. I'm like, I ain't paying for that. And all these people were afraid as Sundancers and they all went there and they paid for it. I wouldn't. I just went and sat by the fire and I did my own thing. And I'm like, I ain't going to give them $500 to telling me some kind of bullshit story. And who are they to charge me $500 for that when God gives everything? And they can't have a Sundance without me and everybody else. So why should I pay them all this money all the time? And they're telling me I can't ask for money to make my living. It doesn't work that way. And that's a real truth. And like I say, you give donation, you give different things in Native society. But the medicine men, you paid them. They wouldn't work for you if you didn't pay them. You had to. And the natives knew when the medicine man did something, it changed their lives. It did all kinds of things when they were healed. Some people are dying, and the medicine man would ask Creator to heal them and save and fix them. So they would give them everything. They'd give them their horses, anything and everything they had, they would give to the medicine man. And he would be paid. And like I say, in the ancient times, tobacco grew wild, so he'd just harvest his own tobacco. You wouldn't give him tobacco. He would harvest his own plants and medicine and everything because he was busy doing that, trying to keep everybody healthy and alive, being a medicine man and a shaman. And you wouldn't give him blankets because he already had enough blankets. But nowadays they say, oh yeah, you have to pay that. You have to pay with a tobacco and you have to pay with a blanket and you have to give money. No, you don't. I do my clearings. I charge for my clearings because it pays my bills and it helps me do everything I do. But because of the way the Western society is, and there's a lot of natives that push this stuff, and I'm like, don't believe it. Like when I go to a medicine man, if I want to get healed, I bring him all kinds of money. I pay him. I don't go there broke. I know how much it costs. I know what he needs to do. And if he's going to come and see me, I pay him for the gas, for the hotel room, for the food, and I pay him for the work he does for me. Any medicine man I go to, I pay. And somebody comes to me, they have to pay me. And like I say, when I go to sweat lodges, I donate. I donate to the sweat lodge. I give food. I do all kinds of things. I'll even volunteer to do the fire. I'll volunteer to do all kinds of stuff. If they need somebody to help to go get rocks and that, I will volunteer. And I'm paying for it. And I'm offering this because I'm choosing to do it. And that's the way the system works. Buildings and I'm paying for it. And I'm offering this because I'm choosing to do it. And that's the way the system works. Buildings and I'm paying for it. And I'm offering this because I'm choosing to do it. And that's the way the system works. Buildings and everybody of them in the are different. We are your brothers and sisters contacting you directly from Telos in the subterranean cities beneath Mount Shasta in California. You are all aware our thought is this level, where everything we do is a pleasure to us, since everything here is joy and bliss. Our homes are just like your homes, although ours are round and made of a certain crystal-like stone that emanates light and allows us to see out at all angles and in all directions. They are formed by a substance that prevents others on the outside from looking in, thereby maintaining our privacy at all times. This is most important to us in Telos, for we are private individuals. Just as you are on the surface, we are private. And yet we love to socialize and get together in groups of parties, for parties, and to just sit around as you do on the surface visiting with one another. Yeah, TCEFS, you have a good day too. We are broadcasting to you daily, even minute by minute, sending our love and light so that you too can enjoy feelings of great warmth and comfort, the security and peace as you go about your surface business. Align your thoughts with us and with this cessation throughout your day. As we both are aligned with all of you, hoping to capture your attention in our thought frame and to signal back to you our response. Stay alert to us even as you go about your mundane chores, for all life is connected and all life is alert to all other life vibrating around you. And this is where, if you stay tuned in, you're going to really start understanding your gifts and abilities. It's going to help you to open up. You're going to see these other dimensions. You're going to see spirits and things, but people don't want to. They don't want to feel. They don't want to open up. But they all say they want to be shamans and healers, but they don't want to open up and really feel or know anything. There are many of you now on the surface waiting and wondering when Adam and the subterranean people are going to emerge and join with you on the surface as Sharula, Sharrula, has already done. Well, we are waiting and wondering that too, although the Earth mass conscious has already risen greatly in very short space of time, it still is not high enough to allow us to safely merge. So we are reaching out to all humanity in a great effort of love to open their hearts to us and to the wonders of the universe that lies hidden in their souls. This is the greatest awakening. It is awakening to the wonders of all life in existence, to the greater wonder within us all. For we are all wondrous beings full of God's light and God's love, just waiting for our reserves to be tapped in. For it spills out to the surface of our conscious where we can finally grasp our potential of wonderment for all we are. We love you and wait for the emergings with you soon. Until then, please think of us and send your thoughts through the earth where they will reach us directly. So on Sunday, when I say send energy into the earth, bless the inner beings. And when you're doing that, you can do that every day. I always ask God for lots of energy to send into the earth every day. I'm like a spark plug on an engine where the energy is just going and the earth mother gets to use it, the beings in the earth, whatever, wherever it needs to go. I don't command it, I just allow it to flow. Lots of things need energy. We use crystals to navigate inside the globe. Know that Telos we strive to be in unison with one another daily. This is easy for us to do, for we are conscious of our thoughts and feelings much more than you on the surface are. We have what you call a windshield. Our atmosphere is protected by the light of our thoughts, which are always in harmony with God and the earth. Our thoughts project a protective layer around us that tempers the elements and brings us the perfection of our climate. We use crystals to navigate our way around the inside of the globe. We use crystals for all our needs. These crystals direct and guide us. They bring us in unison all that we need. Our key is bright from the projections of our crystals and our thoughts. Our skies. Our sky is bright from the projections of our crystals and our thoughts. We don't have clouds or rain. We have an abundance of water for all our needs that is pure, clean, and we bless the earth daily for this abundance. And that's where it's like you got to really bless the earth mother. We go about our daily business in love and gratitude for all that we have. Natives have done this. They've always blessed the earth. They always give to the earth and the plants and everything in creation. Yeah, Charles, Chuck, that's cool. You're a conduit just like me and many other people. You on the earth are afflicted with drought and winds and drastic temperature changes due to your destruction on the planet and your thought forms. However, this won't last much longer, as the energies that are coming in will soon reverse all of this so that you will begin experience love light that you all deserve to feel. All will be brought into harmony. The energies that are coming in will soon reverse all of this so that you will begin experience love light that you all deserve to feel. All will be brought into harmony. The energies that are coming in will soon reverse all of this so that you will begin experience love light that you all deserve to feel. All will be brought into harmony. Are coming in will soon reverse all of this so that you will begin experience love light that you all deserve to feel. All will be brought into harmony. Is a throw you all. We watch and wait immense love. Is a throw you all. We watch and wait immense love. You now. Is a throw you all. We watch and wait immense love. Is a create. Where does water supply? Planting is a throw you all. We watch and wait. We watch and wait immense love. You now. Where does water supply? Planting underground. We use the center to operate a machine and clear atmosphere underground. All our technology is operating naturally with no residue or pollution or mountains. It's just a short trip for us, taking under an hour through the tunnels. The inner earth is a free zone territory where many beings congregate. It is luxurious, peaceful, and one of my favorite vacation spots. Adam goes there often on business to take part in great council meetings concerning the welfare of the earth. We have vast reservoirs of water at our disposal from underground lakes. We pipe the water into the locations we choose. We have lakes everywhere possible in Telos. We have small lakes and ponds with fresh running water dotting the landscape. Waterfall keeps the air circulating. Now that we don't erect dams, know that we don't erect dams. We use the water as it pours in, and there is a control mechanism that controls the amount of flowing according to our needs. The size varies depending upon the area and its usage. What kind of technologies do you have? Know that in Telos it is not that far from you. We are just underground, a mile or so beneath the surface. The earth is a great conductor, and your telepathic thoughts can easily reach through the earth's strata to us whenever we wish to connect with you. Notice the erratic weather patterns on the surface, i.e., how one day it is bright and sunny and the next day it is blustery, cold, and windy. These erratic changes are due to the earth shifting into the higher dimensions of life. As the earth shifts, she shakes, and shaking is what you feel above ground. We here in the subterranean cities do not feel these erratic shiftings and shakings because of the technology structures of the underground environment. Our homes and cities are purposely built to withstand the earth's movements as she rises in consciousness. Our technology is very advanced. Compared to the surface, we have special equipment that perfectly aligns our homes and buildings to the Earth's magnetic grid in such a way that it stabilizes our structures so they are earthquake safe. Otherwise, our cities would have caved in centuries ago. You too will have the earth saving technology when we emerge from our cities and come to the surface. We will bring all our technology with us in an effort to stabilize all the structures on the surface where people have gathered in preparation for the entry into the photon belt. And we read this in Keys of Enoch. We're going into this photon belt. And the scientists have been studying and they know this. We're going in there. They can tell you what kind of energies and things. And we are moving into this photon belt. We will move through it and then out. When we move out of it, we'll be moving into the east where the sun will start rising and we'll go through all this craziness and everything. This will be our contribution from below, along with many other wonderful technologies that we'll bring, such as conduits from our water supply below to filter and clean your water supply. The pristine clean water comes from the oceans located within the hollow earth, where fresh clear water abounds in plentiful supply. We tap this source of water and we use it in Telos and other subterranean cities for all our needs. There is clean water in the earth for all who resides on our body, whether internally or externally. We also have the technology to purify the outer oceans and clean the outer air of pollution. We will bring all our technologies with us when time comes for us to emerge. All is not lost. The earth will be saved and will be inhabited for all life again, although in the time that which we speak, all life will reside in a much higher state of consciousness in the higher dimensions of light. These will be some of our contributions from below as we merge with you from above. We have so much of what we want to bring to you and to show you that we too become anxious for the emergence to begin. So far, there is just a few of us on the surface, but as your mass conscious change, more and more of us will emerge and work with you on the surface, Adam included, yes. Adam will also be coming to live with you above ground when the time is right. Until then, Adam will continue to monitor your surface condition and will continue to appraise by others of all that transpires. So he will constantly be appraised of all these things. So call to us, even though we are yet below the ground. Let us make a love connection now, so that when we are with you on the surface, we will be familiar and our hearts will be connected as one. And this is where I say you got to connect with the Earth Mother and all these kinds of things. It's really important to do. Saint Germain on subterranean technology. So Saint Germain is going to talk about subterranean technology. Yeah, I'll finish all of this up and then I'll get to the food production. And when I get there, I'll take a break. Cindy can come in and share some wisdom and enlighten, share what she feels she needs to. So, Saint Germain on subterranean technology. On top of the highest buildings are in some places fully 125 feet beneath the surface. Air passes have been kept open and always give perfect ventilation. Within the subterranean cities have been perfected some of the most wonderful achievements in chemistry and invention the outer world has been privileged to receive. Whenever this has occurred, some worthy man or woman has been found through whom the world has been privileged to receive these blessings. And it talks about the magic presence. And in there on page 226 and 227 of Saint Germain's series, the surface population is still in the dark regarding past lives. And this is where a lot of people don't want to believe in past lives. But part of the future is you got to remember every life. You got to remember everything. And it's really important to want to tap into that and really see what kind of a person you were, who you were, what you're going to become. It's all important. And you have to understand how to see the future and create it. And I always tell people do this because everybody can. There's no secret to it. The surface population is still in the dark regarding past lives. We are very evolved beings living many lifetimes in one. We go beyond the business in harmony and love and reap many benefits that occur during our lifelong span. Our lives span many centuries of our time on the surface, therefore we are able to accomplish much more in our lives. We can use all our lives to our benefit because we are able to go back to our previous lives through our amino-based computer systems to recall the past. This is a system that is used throughout the cosmos. So everywhere in creation where it's highly evolved, they use the amino-based computer to tap into your past lives. This is a system that's used throughout the cosmos, and the Earth is one of the few planets that still is in the dark regarding access to past life experience. This is a technology that we from the underground will bring to the surface when we emerge. And that's where everybody will connect into that. Connecting to your past lives and learning from your lives lessons is necessary to this current incarnation. So be prepared for this great adventure of tapping into your past lives. There are many other marvelous technologies we will bring that will make your lives so much easier and more joyous than you can imagine. For we've protected all our past life knowledge that we brought with us when we left Lemuria to the underground city of light. Everything has been preserved. We are bringing all to the surface when we emerge. We will bring all and share all. In all the sharings, you will know all and be without fear. For God's love encompasses us all, and God's light shines on us all. And God only wishes you to evolve as you had the opportunity to evolve before you. So be prepared to experience the most glorious life you can imagine in tandem with us, brothers and sisters from your past. We go on a jaunt into the outer space. Adam is here radiating love to you from Telos, your sister city beneath the surface of the earth under Mount Shasta in the sunny California. Yes, sunny. Our sun is bright and gives us all the light we need. Although it doesn't look like a sun on the surface, it reflects all the light we need to live, to grow our food. In fact, this light is a crystal that we brought here from another planet. It will burn brightly for millions of years. So you see, all light is one, no matter what it's composed of, or where it is from. All light gives off life rays and nourishes its inhabitants. So yes, it too, is sunny under the earth. We enjoy our sun just as you do on the surface. The people of Telos report to each other on conditions of our home planet, as we are all employed in monitoring of it. We all go out in jaunts into the outer space where we survey the outer planet from all angles and time frames. We see the pollution, the disturbance upon her. We register these on our computers. This information is then fed back to those of our fleets who are in command of the Earth operation for the process of consultation. We all take part in overseeing our planets and working with the Confederation in this endeavor. You too on the surface will be doing this soon when our two civilizations merge and immortality is the accepted way of being. Then you two will go out on jaunts to survey planets and monitor its life. This will be a great leap for humanity. We will be ready to train and advise you in the new area of outer space travel. This will be exciting for you, for then you too will be able to see our planet firsthand from outer space. You will see the oneness, the connectedness, the majesty of the universe. You will be in awe of the greatness and grandeur of the God plan. This breakthrough will change the course of history from one of war to one of peace, from one of need to one of fulfillment, from one of travesty to one of majesty. So come with us as we all journey together on the inner planets and meet in the sun of God's light for the benefit of humanity on and in the earth. We welcome you to join us on this trip to the stars. It says, our computer system links us to the Confederation, so through these crystals and that they can link to any part of creation in any universe and galaxy. In the future, we're going to have this crystal lake, they call it, where people will go and connect with anybody anywhere in creation. And that's the future. And people all over the earth are looking for these crystals, trying to create all kinds of crystal stuff. And it's not from this. Like they said, they got this crystal from another planet. They're going to bring crystals to this planet that's going to be like a universal computer. And people will go there and you will connect with all kinds of galaxies and beings and things. It's going to be really amazing. Know that the Confederation of the Planets work closely with the inhabitants of Telos. Know that we are in constant communication with them through the computer system. Know that we monitor the whole Earth's surface and below the surface. Someday soon you will have access to vast computer systems that, based on acids, you will be able to plug into our vast monitoring network in the cosmos. Then you will have the information, the guidance you will need to stay in a state of balance and harmony with the earth. This is all waiting for you, waiting for your energies to bring you all the life forms into the necessary state of consciousness that will allow us to implement this grand plan of bringing forth to you our vast computer system that will network you to the stars. That's pretty impressive. So I'm going to go into the ninth one now. Food production and consumption. How do you grow and distribute your food in Telos? Know that in Telos, food production takes priority. We are all trained in growing and producing food. We have a very variety diet, eating only those foods that contain the life force in them. Hence, we only eat vegetables, grains, fruits, nuts. All meat is banned. You on the surface are still eating dead foods, foods that no longer carry the life force. And that's true. It's hydroponics, all kinds of stuff you go into stores to buy. And you can eat it and eat it and eat it, and it feels like you're starving. A lot of food you eat, there's nothing in it. And what they're doing is they're putting stuff in storehouses like apples, and they're keeping it for very long periods of times, a year, 2 years. And then they put it out on the shelf and people buy it, and it's all its nutrition is just about gone. They're doing a lot of stupid things, and everybody is being affected in all kinds of ways. All in Telos works in the hydroponic garden, growing our own food. We all take turns developing and experimenting with our crops. Once the food is grown, it is then taken to our distribution center where everyone comes to pick up their supply. We don't freeze food as you do on the surface. All our food is eaten fresh, for this is the way that all nutritions are consumed. Every day people pick up their food for the day. It is easier for us to shop every day for our food, since our workday is only 4 hours long. We have much more time available to attend to our nourishment and health. We have time to cook nourishing food, time to exercise, time to indulge in our creativity. This slower pace has many advantages. We don't have pressure and stress as you do on the surface. All we do in harmony and peace, our lives are tranquil and in tune with the Creator. All that we use in production of food consumption is reused. We have no landfill sites as you do on the surface because what we use is recycled over and over again. This is the advantage of having advanced technology. All that we use, we reuse, for nothing is wasted or overproduced. All is in harmony with nature, and all we do supports nature. Nature in glory and abundance bears great qualities of food. Nature left alone produces abundance. So we live close to nature and follow her rhythms and cycles in the food chain. First and foremost, we are all trustworthy and responsible workers. We cherish the earth, and all our food production is carried on in honor and respect of the earth resources. We don't use paper or plastics, nor do we wrap our foods in any way. Our food is produced and delivered directly to the distribution center. This way, all that we use can be immediately replaced. It is all computerized through a master food computer that keeps all our dietary requirements in mind. Of course, it is all guided and directed by our people who take turns in shifts in different areas of household work. All our food is grown and reproduced by us. It is pure, free of chemicals and contaminants. We practice organic gardening as it is the only way to survive and still retain our full consciousness. We do use containers to store our food, and these containers are used over and over again. We never discard anything, nor do we ever bury anything in our soils, for the earth is alive also, and we respect and protect her. So our way of producing and distributing food is vastly different from yours. As we have technology that far surpasses yours, we thrive We thrive on our way of life, and we invite you to join us at our tables when you do visit us here, for we shall share our feast of life with you. You will delight in the simplicity and the taste. We welcome you all to Telos, where we will entertain and show you the wonders of living in a higher state of consciousness. Questions. Do you cut down trees for paper? We depend entirely upon the amino acid based computer system to carry all our activities. We don't use trees for paper, but grow hemp instead. We never cut down a tree, as this would be a tantamount to killing another life form. All the products we need we make from hemp. We have many products that you've never heard of on the surface, and we make them using our superior technology, which are pollution free. No one here stands in an assembly line for long hours in a day. Instead, we have reduced our workday to a minimum of hours so that we have ample time for extracurricular activities and can rest and play and socialize with others. Socializing is the most important to us. It strengthens the fabric of our relationship with one another. Our social structure is what holds our society together, for without binding relationships, a society disintegrates. Know that you are composed of many layers of light, the density of which is the physical layer or physical body. The layers of light that resonate above the physical resonate with very finer vibrations of light particles. These layers together compose the light body. You are vibrating at a high resonance in electric body or etheric body when you step out into the physical one. Your etheric body is composed of light particles vibrating at a very high velocity than your physical one. So that's what I think we call our soul, our etheric body, which is a way higher density energy. It is for the body, which is composed of light, vibrating at a higher rate, that you are exercising care and providing nourishment through your eating habits and with the foods you eat. Heavier foods will lower the rate, while lighter raw foods will raise the vibratory rate. You vibrate according to light quotients contained in what your body assimilates. You control your electron spin, so to speak, by what you eat. Your light body is accessing the higher dimensions, while your physical body keeps you grounded in the earth. In Telos, we eat a variety diet of fruit, grains, and vegetables. Our meals are tasty and delicious according to a dietary standard. We serve only organically grown food, as it is the only way our farms produce food. We are technologically advanced when it comes to food production. We know how to grow the healthiest foods using the best farming methods. Our technology allows the land to breathe and maintain all the vital vitamins and minerals that are so necessary to good health. We use crop rotation and hydroponic farming to grow all our own food. We don't import or export food as you do, and we eat only locally grown crops. And they say for you to be healthy, you should eat everything that's grown within a 150-mile radius of your home, because that's what your body vibrates at. So all those plants and animals and everything grow within that radius will match your body's vibration. But we bring things from all over the world and we eat it, and it really affects and really does a lot of crazy things to our bodies. But people are addicted to that. You on the surface are depleting your land and bringing disease to your body as a result of using chemicals in your food chain. We, on the other hand, use only the healthiest crops from the healthiest soils. Our land, water, and air are the purest form and result in only the highest quality food possible on the planet. So our bodies are enriched and rejuvenated after each meal. We don't get tired after eating as you do. We also put nutrients directly into our food chain through water. And this is where there's no life force, there's no chi in a lot of energy foods. They're dead, they're depleted. Number 10, climate, weather, and affecting thoughts. So this should be an interesting one, because nobody really thinks how their thoughts affect the whole planet or anything else. Hey, Campfire Chris. Yeah, Miranda, like I say, I think we're going to start traveling Wednesday, so I don't know how long I'll try to do my Sunday thing. But while we're traveling, I don't know if I'll have time to do any TikTok lives in the morning. Maybe I could do a little in the evening. I don't know. I'll have to see how I feel after work. But I think after being in people's energy and everything and traveling, me and Cindy in the evening, we're going to sort of want our time. So maybe it's only Sunday I'll come on that. I don't know. The rest of the time I'll be traveling. Okay, so this chapter is climate, weather, and affecting thoughts. Our climate is a factor in our evolution. We greet you this fall day in September, when the leaves are turning orange and falling from the tree. In Telos, it is very green, for our climate never changes. We celebrate spring all year round, for our foliage always stays green and our flowers always in bloom. Such is the weather pattern in Telos. Our temperature ranges from 70 degrees to the mid 70s, making it very comfortable every day. We're able to wear light clothing all year round, and we never go too hot or too cold. We have created an ideal climate underground, protected from the radiation of your sun and the ravages of inclement weather conditions. Our stable climate is another factor in our accelerated evolution underground, for this stability gives us much wider reach in which to develop our talents and to do what we want to do when we are inclined to do it. As a result, we can take advantage of our inspirations and act in the moment instead of waiting for the ideal weather conditions in which to pursue some activity. It's a definite advantage to promote growth in and now. It is always now here in Telos, because we've learned the universe law of doing and acting in the moment, rather than putting things off for the future date, such as you practice on the surface. For life is meant to be lived in the present moment, when you can take advantage of all the forces coming together to create an opening and an opportunity for advancement along your path. Climate plays an important role in the development and progress of the civilization. Our climate allows us to move as quickly as we choose through life's activities without impeding our flow. So envision your climate as stable and ideal, and yourself as a bastion of strength being moved along by a gentle breeze of encouragement and inspiration on your path to the stars. There is a connection between your lives and the weather. Now we will talk about the climate on Earth and why the balance is precarious at this time. All planets have distinct weather conditions. Some are mild, some are harsh, some are milder, the climate, and adaptable. That planet is more adaptable the planet is to the life forms. The harsher the climate, the more formidable it is to evolve in the physicality and spirituality. And that's the way we are. We're in a really dark energy, so you can really feel how that affects the planet and everybody. Up to now, your planet climate has been mild, and life has been easy for all. Now the plates of the earth are shifting, causing destruction. Weather patterns are severe in intensity, causing flooding, earthquakes, and hurricanes. The only way to quell these storms is through your concentration on God, the creator of all, and by standing firm in your knowledge of immortality. For no matter what happens around you, know that you are safe in God's arms. Your soul knows no decay or death. It only knows your mind that imagines these things. On the surface, you experience great fluctuations in your temperature, even enough variations to cause hardships. Your surface weather fluctuates to such a great degree that it has gone out of control, similar to the loss of control of your life exhibits at times, for there is definitely a correlation between the lack of stability exhibited in your lives and the weather patterns. As you think a thought, it goes out into the ethers where it gathers energy, then returns to you. It parallels the weather patterns on the earth, where your negative thoughts go out and gather negative energies, bringing the negativity back to you in the return trip. So so all of this negativity is turning up and surrounding the surrounding ether, causing the erratic flow of weather where negative thoughts have been trapped and are seeking a means of release. Volcanoes and earthquakes are one means of releasing this trapped negativity that's been stored in the earth for millennia. We experience no fluctuations in the climate conditions in subterranean cities beneath the earth because our environment is closed and protected from the forces on the surface outside of the planet. We are in a womb, so to speak, where we are comfortable and cradled and nurtured. This is the best way to evolve. This is why we don't allow surface folks in, because we are protective of our unique environment. You too could create this on the surface once you recognize humanity is one. That's why we got to stop doing all these different races. Oh, I'm Indian. Oh, I'm black. Oh, I'm white. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Oh, I'm spiritual. It's like all just a war, and the darkness just loves it. The weather in Telos is always balmy and cool. It is always perfect, for we here in Telos keep our thoughts in a perfect unity with Mother Earth, and she in return gives us back her perfection. We are blessed by the earth, for we bless and caress her daily with our thoughts. She is a great mother and will always perfectly care for her children when they perfectly care for her. For life is a circular ladder, which, when climbed in harmony and love, will bring all on the rungs to a higher state of evolution. So climb with us, for the steps are many, but our hearts are one. Your erratic weather patterns are a reflection of your thoughts. Adam. Adam is here on this spring like day in autumn when the foliage reflects the colors of the rainbow. We too are enjoying our Indian summer, which lasts all year round. We love our climate and we keep it pure with our thoughts. On the surface, your thoughts are running wild, with the chaos and the fear being reflected back into your weather patterns. As you erupt, your volcanoes erupt. As your emotions swing to and fro, as so do the hurricanes and the rainstorms. As you pause for a breath and feel calmness sweep over you, so does the weather pause to bring you peaceful and sunshiny days. That's why I say stop focusing on all these things around the world. Try to be here today. Try to be creating what, like I ask for sunny, blessed days. I ask for things and I try to focus on that and then allow the earth and the universe to do their thing. So all you think and feel regulates, or should say, deregulates the weather pattern. The earth is a great reflector, and she reflects the thoughts and feelings of all life on her body. As you center yourself and you dig in to her feelings, you can calm the storm and stop the restless battering of rain and render harmless the tornadoes and hurricanes. You have this power of connection to the earth, and you are here to help her maintain balance and regain her composure as a great being of light. Earth was quarantined and erased from the sights by those who tried to control humans. When other star systems scanned the position where the Earth was located, they registered only empty space on their screens, as if the Earth didn't exist. This quarantine has been removed. The Earth is now reflects her great majesty into outer space for all to see. The Earth is a great body of light, and as each light worker begins to awaken, the Earth light shines brighter and stronger. Adam watches the surface closely and reports any anomalies to the Confederation, we try to keep the Earth disturbances as non-destructive as possible. Know that when the weather in Telos is always the same, as our lives are always balanced and stable, the weather conditions on the surface mirror your states of mind and reflect its irregularity and dips in consciousness. In order to stabilize your weather patterns, you must calm your minds. Feel the love God penetrating you. It is the love that balances and nurtures you and keeps you on an even keel as with the weather. When you are always in a love state, the feeling balances and nurtures. Then the weather will mirror that state and in return be calm and soothing, for you are reflections of the macrocosm, and the macrocosm is a reflection of you. You determine all conditions surrounding, and you set up the parameters for all things to interact. We say this to you because you have noticed the high winds and unending rains causing floods and destruction. These conditions can be reversed by calming yourself and moving peacefully and steadily through life day by day. There's no need to hurry or rush into anything, since all remains where it is. No one is ever going anywhere, since there is nowhere to go. There's only the dimension you are in at the moment. Notice how time seems to float when you are calm and at ease with yourself. Well, time really does float, and the more you're in this frame of mind, and more you experience the flotation of time as it rocks you back and forth gently through each of your days. This is how our lives in Telos. We just float through the day, relishing every single minute, not noticing all the passages of time as it eludes us on our daily journey through life. Every moment is potent for us. We live completely in the present moment, seldomly thinking beyond the time frame. So that's how living in the now. And people don't know how to do that. They're always either in the future or in the past, but they're never here, or they're trying to be in other countries and parts of the world or fighting governments and that. They're never here just being happy. You too will learn to detach yourself and float in the now. In a life you journey ever higher in consciousness. I am Adam, your brother out of time. Your thoughts can move mountains. I am Adam, here with you in the sunny day in the fall. Know the outer world is beautiful at this time of year, for the foliage turns colors and falls to the ground. We here in the inner earth know only sameness, stability, and peace. The leaves remain green, the flowers continue to bloom, the sun always shines. There is a greater predictability in our weather patterns, and we can always depend on perfect weather. You on the surface, you're assailed with gigantic winds and tornadoes, flooding and earthquakes. The elements only mirror your thought patterns, which are erratic and unstable in nature. As your thoughts tune into the Creator, your weather patterns will stabilize and decrease in intensity. You've heard the saying, your thoughts can move mountains. Well, indeed they can, and have caused mountains to move, volcanoes to erupt, and have been responsible for mudslides, tidal waves, and weather pattern disruptions. In contrast, in Telos, it is always very peaceful and serene. Our thoughts are always pure. Our hearts are always connected to the Creator. We only experience peace and tranquility throughout our day. You too can experience peace in your lives by always focusing on your heart center, finding the God presence within your very own. I am the presence. We urge you to stay within the heart center as you move throughout your day. It will bring you to peace, for you to peace you long for. We wait for a time for our connections above the ground. Until then, I am Adam. And then I'm going to go into this electromagnetic vehicle, and I'll show that map again. So if you can screenshot this map, and you can see where these dots are, where there's inner places inside the earth. You can see if you're close to them. If you go in these areas, see if you can connect to them and their energies. You can screenshot it, blow it up for yourself. So Travel and Transport Part 3, Electromagnetic Vehicles, Underground Pathways. Saint Germain, beloved one, does this sound incredible to you when I say the masters of light and wisdom have passages through the earth in all directions, just the same as you have highways for your automobiles in going from coast to coast on the earth? And it says in the I Am Discourse on page 202, Saint Germain series. So, question: will you tell us about the tunnels and your transportation system? We greet you from Telos beneath the earth. We are here too as your planet flies through space, carrying us all on our journey through eternity. We wait and we watch, waiting for the moment of entry when the earth meets the photon belt. We hope to be on the surface well before that moment arrives. Our plans are set for that moment to emerge when we all journey to the surface. We are not that far away and will only take us minutes to make the trip from our homes to yours. There are tunnels intertwining throughout the planet, connecting very large cities or states. Therefore, we can reach most of our destinations within hours, if not minutes. You on the surface will be surprised at the underground network and passageways that have been used for eons to connect us from below. We are more connected below than you are above. We can travel anywhere and any distance freely and within a very short time span. You, however, must make reservations, pay large sum of money, spend days at airports and train stations or in your cars, along with all the air pollution your vehicles create. We, however, use electromagnetic energy and crystal energies to navigate our ways around the inside of the globe. Our energy is all free and clean, causing no air pollution, waste material, or debris. Our transportation system is the same we used when we were above ground. We brought the plans and the technology with us and established beneath ground. This gives us great latitude in our travels and allows us the freedom to be at any location we choose at any time. What a wonderful way to experience freedom. We also travel anywhere we choose through our thoughts. We are capable of astral projection to any locality of space and time. And a lot of people astral project, but they think they're astral traveling. So they're sending a piece of their energy somewhere, and somebody can see you. You can say, think of being in a park and you're sitting on a bench and somebody goes by and they see you sitting there, you've astral projected to that place. And a lot of people do this, and they say they astral travel. It's like if I focus on my mom, I can astral project and I can literally be there and view everything while I'm reading and things here. And this is where part of our energy goes places and comes back. Our transport system is the same. We were able to underground, so this gives us great latitude in our travel and allows us the freedom to be at any location we choose at any time. What a wonderful way to experience freedom. We also travel anywhere else through our thoughts. We are able to astral project to any locality of space and time. So we experience freedom on many levels, not just physical. Freedom is an issue in the 21st century, and experiencing freedom is what we are coming to teach you. And this is where the Aborigines do their ceremony at night and they dance around the fire and they astral project themselves on planets and places in the universe. And they do this and it's their practice. So keep your mind and heart open to our existence, for very soon you'll find us on your doorstep beckoning to you. We look forward to joining you in our homes on the surface where we can work together as one and bring freedom to all who choose to experience it. For it is only through the choice and freedom exists. It is only through choice that freedom exists, and when enough people consciously choose this way of life, then we will be able to come forwards from below and teach you how simple it is to achieve. From freedom comes the true joy of living. Without freedom, there can be no evolution, and without evolution, There can be no continuation of life. A species either evolves or dissolves. There can be no stagnation involved. So here is your opportunity to evolve in a very swift spiral. Just focus your thoughts on freedom and experience how rapidly your life changes, for it is all in your thoughts. It is your thoughts that bring about the material change. Your thoughts are light, and your light is energy, and your energy becomes matter as density solidifies. Freedom is a tangible thing that can be felt and seen and experienced. And soon with other or soon with our help from below, all on the surface will be experiencing the glory of that freedom brings. We here in Telos experience this daily, and we are also joyous, jubilant, and excited about life. For once you taste unlimited freedom, and I mean unlimited in all areas, then you cannot be but feel the expansiveness of creation. And feeling this spaciousness moves you into the expanse, and you experience the joy of creation. You experience the God sense of creating a blissful existence right here on the earth. So this is what we intend to bring you. We surface and contact you in your homes, so please wait for us and don't ever despair, for we are near and can communicate with you at any time. Just open your hearts to us. You will hear us. Just go into meditation and call my name. I will be there with you and will listen to you. Speak with your heart. I will hear. Listen with your heart. I will respond. I am Adam. We use electromagnetic vehicles to travel through the Earth's tunnels. Know that in your ocean there is hundreds of millions of life forms. These life forms create a complete and balanced ecosystem, just like the one in the hollow earth. Although the ecosystem on the surface is deteriorating due to humanity's neglect and greed, the ecosystem in the hollow earth is perfectly functioning and intact. We advise you to do so that you will not panic in the face of earth change, for when they speed up, we will be here with you, bringing all the necessary for your survival. They'll bring all that's necessary for the survival. We will have to have a complete link up to the whole Earth civilization, including their oceans, which are clear and pure and uncontaminated. We will install pipelines that will bring this pure water directly from the hollow earth herself. So you will taste the sweetness of the cleanest water and you will rejoice. These pipelines are already in place, waiting there for the final installation, instructions for placements through the upper layers of the Earth's strata directly above land. We also will be receiving fresh fruit from the subterranean cities and the hollow earth. We have installed conveniences to carry these supplies through the earth's tunnels on our electromagnetic vehicles that we use to travel through the earth's passage, as is in place. We only wait for the final notification to begin. There are many on earth who are awakening to the spirits within them due to the increasing amount of light that are coming onto the planet. Life in all levels is stirring in response to the heightened awareness as a result of light and the light workers' expression of love that you are all sending out on the etheric current surrounding the planet. We in the subterranean cities wait to watch for the cue to emerge and eagerly anticipate our direct contact with you on the surface. We have been separated for a long time. It is well past our due date to connect again. So now that even though you can't see us, we are here and can see you through our computer systems. We have the whole surface monitor on our computer screens, can focus in and see you whoever you are. You are also tracked by the Confederation Planet computer screens, tracking all light workers so that you are always in a range of their sight should they need to intervene. So they're always watching and protecting. That's why I say stop trying to protect. You're interfering with things you don't know. Stop using mirrors and all kinds of silly stuff. So rest assured that you are in safe hands and from below and above as you travel closer and closer to the photon belt of dimensional change. And as it says, how do you get to the underground city from Mount Shasta? Through the tunnels, of course, which are strictly guarded and camouflaged. Only our own people know the way. Soon you too will be given directions to locate us. You will be met by one of us who will lead you through the underground tunnels to our cities. It isn't far, just a mile or so beneath the ground. And once you're safely in the tunnels, there are conveniences that will take you the rest of the way. We wait for the day, we pray for this day, which soon will be here. I used to always search for this when I go anywhere on searching in the mountains and that, when I go picking medicine and that. I try to find these entrances to see if I could go in. So here's that map again if you want to screenshot this, and then you can blow it up and look at it. That's just part of Canada and mostly the United States. Just look at the dots and figure it out which state it's in. It's quite easy to figure out for yourself. You can see that it's all there and down here. Whereas down here you can see there's a thing telling you what each thing is on the map. And this is where sometimes it's like, do the work. I do lots of things to help people. And I try to give you opportunities, and this will give you answers. Like I say, in California over here, you see in the south, California up here is one of the dots. Then you see the other one in the south. And all over you see these dots and things. So this is where, if you take a screenshot, you can see that's why people are being drawn to these areas, because there's energies and things, and there's purposes in it. So that's the inner Earth access maps. The last one I'm going to read here is the polar openings, and then I'm going to stop. And we can, if you want to ask questions or things, or if you're done for the day, you can go about your day. So it says polar openings. Question: are the polar openings at the north and south pole of the planet Earth? And if so, is there a path that is best to take through the Arctic regions, such as through the Hudson Bay route and north from there? And it says there are indeed polar openings at the south and north pole leading to the center of the Earth sphere. These polar regions are camouflaged by cloud coverings, as you know, to prevent your military from locating these entrances by leading to your inner Earth homes. We have also installed a magnetic force field around Earth's polar openings to further camouflage the entrance. This way we are protected from the air and land sightings. There are indeed many paths that will take you to the Arctic region and through the polar openings. However, Adam is not at liberty to indulge these to the surface folk at this time. Know that when we are notified that it is time for you to enter our regions, we will be contacting and directing you to the locations beneath the earth. There is nothing for you to search for now, as the paths will lead you to us until it is the time. And that's where a lot of people fear the future. And I'm like, there are things there that are already in place to protect us. And people are thinking and trying to say all kinds of things. And like, when you know this, you stop stressing and worrying and all of this. The next one, 13, is visiting the surface. I think I could do it in a few minutes, and then I'll start into the next chapter. I think it's chapter 3 or chapter part 4. So I'm just going to do visiting the surface. We come and go freely on the mountaintop. I speak from Telos, although I do visit the surface occasionally. I have been instructed to prepare you for the emergence which can begin at any time. Mount Shasta is our home and we love her. Our mountains give us all the protection we need. Our many paths and tunnels are in our domain. We watch over them. We can come and go freely from the mountaintop since we know that the terrain and the contours of our body. There are many openings which only our people know. We are preparing the mountain and the tunnel entrance for an influx of the surface dwellers who will want to visit us when the time comes. Yes, we will need guides. All the light workers will be invited to come. The mass conscious is changing so rapidly that we are amazed at your progress on the surface. We are truly brothers and sisters and will truly be merging and we will become one. Are you opening the tunnel entrances to Telos? Adam is free to leave Telos, indeed, does so frequently. It is correct to assume that Adam does work on the outside of the Mount Shasta mountain. Adam is freeing many entrances into the mountain tunnel so that they are ready for the emergence en masse when the time comes for us to join you on the surface. Presently, only a few of the tunnels leading to Telos are operational due to the long time non-use. Their camouflage has even eluded us, so we are taking and accounting, so to speak, of all the exits and entrances that may be necessary to activate. After all, when the time arrives, there will be hundreds of thousands of us departing Telos for the surface. Not all will exit Mount Shasta, though. Many will depart to other locations so as to spread our numbers out evenly. We will be contacting our brothers and sisters on the surface well ahead of time to arrange accommodations for our folk. All of us wish to take use, all of us wish to take us into their homes. Please let Adam know through your thoughts. We will be bringing all we need with us, along with all that you need to survive Earth's cataclysm. Right now, we go on living naturally until we receive word to do otherwise. Our homes and structures underground are structurally stable to withstand even a flip of the poles. All will be preserved no matter what the earth change occurs, for we too are caretaking the earth, who have been entrusted by God with his teachings and his technology. Question: where will you stay when you come to the surface? Earth is still too dense for us to travel to the surface. We await the time of less density and greater light before we attempt to travel to the surface en masse. Because once we are on Earth, we will stay. We will bring all our technology with us and camp out, so to speak, in your homes on the surface. We will all be staying with the light workers who already have shelters on the surface. So if you like to have some of us stay in your home, just give us the word. Just call us in your meditations and ask us to reside with you when the time comes to surface, and we will contact you when we arrive. There are many things for us to take to the surface, and we have already prepared all the necessary for the sovereign to the top of the earth's crust. We will come prepared with everything that we and you will need for our entry into the light of the photon belt. You will be amazed at the technology that we will bring, for they will make life so simplified for you. We will be so obvious, it will be so obvious that you will wonder how you didn't think of these things yourself. Well, you did, only it was eons ago in the past, and your memories don't recall them. And this in Lemuria and Atlantis we created these things. I said they're coming back, and they will be on this planet. We are all part of God's grand plan for this universe. We are all now merging our thoughts into one thought for the entire human race. Soon we will all be on the same wave band of consciousness, broadcasting our love and light to all in the cosmos, and letting the cosmos know that we are ready to join with them in one grand confederation of planets, alert and alive to the wonders of the universe and ready to take our place among the stars. This is Adam wishing you a speedy journey to consciousness. And again, this is the symbol of Telos. Two lines up with, I think it's an atom or an electron, and then a stretched out letter C above that. And then there's Mount Shasta with a light beaming up. And you see the universal stars and things above. So tomorrow I'll start with part 4. And we'll go through part 4 tomorrow. Hopefully this is making a lot more sense. Like I say, in the Keys of Enoch, it talked about the photon belt and energies and other kinds of things in cities and stuff where there's energy protections, Shangri-Las, and all sorts of stuff. And people will just know they need to go to these places. A lot of people are getting called into these areas to start building and creating and uniting as families. So you start generating those energies. And this is where I keep asking the universe where I'm meant to be. Very cool, K-Town. You had a dream you were in Mount Shasta and a green creature said hello to you. That's really cool. I'm glad it's making more sense to you, Miranda. And that's why I want to share like this knowledge. Because then you stop worrying, you stop stressing, you start focusing on your manifestations, your energy, what you're here to do in your life. You start putting, you start thinking about yourself. If you're going to live for eternity, what do you want to do? Yeah, you can ask to go to Mount Shasta. You can ask to go to higher realms and places. I've been saying this all along. Ask. They know who you are. They know where you need to go. There's lots of schools and places. And you go to sleep at night, they'll take you there. Some of you will remember, some of you won't. That's really cool, Miranda. They're causing you just about fall asleep while I was reading to you. So they were beaming energies and maybe downloading you. That's why they put you in that altered state. Yeah, we all go there all the time. I mean, I journey to a lot of these places. I've been doing it since I was a little boy. And my granddad taught me this, asked to go to these schools in the universe and in the earth. There's lots of places, lots of dimensions. And people always talk about going into other dimensions, and yet they're afraid of it and they're doing it all the time.